ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official start of Sonic 4 Episode 2. In the last one, we started off with Episode Metal, and this time we're just gonna go straight into the game. Single player mode where you get to play as Sonic and Tails. Here we go. Welcome to Sylvania Castle Zone. And first off, we're just going to the far left here, which is a cardinal sin in Sonic games, but you can get that free guy in the very beginning if you just happen to go straight left. But we are in the not aquatic ruin zone of the game. Basically, if you saw episode 1 and saw my titles, it was basically not Green Hill, not Casino Night, not Labyrinth, not Metropolis, you know. And we have our not aquatic ruin zone. And Sylvania Castle sounds awfully familiar to another video game franchise. But we don't like to talk about that here. We're just going to let that slide. Now, folks, probably well, never mind. But here we are, moving and shaking and baking. And here we are introduced to the tag team mechanic, a new mechanic for Sonic 4 Episode 2. Basically, you can use your buddy Tails to assist in 3 different manners. That's a red ring. They do nothing in this game except grant you an achievement, which I already did. So, unless you care about achievements, it's not really worth going after them, especially at this point. But here are the rules of the game. If you saw episode 1, I failed to collect all the 7 Chaos Emeralds because there was really no plot point relevance to them, with an exception of the silhouette of Metal Sonic towards the end, which we already saw with episode Metal. But in this one, I am going after all 7 Chaos Emeralds for the game. Does it make a difference in the ending? Hell no! But you know what? I didn't get to show off Supersonic this one. I need to show off Supersonic at some point of the game. And this is a game with better controls. Figured might as well do it here. And also, we get the return of a very, very familiar special stage style, as you will see in just a second. I'm going to keep my mouth shut through this so that way you guys can enjoy the beauty that is special stages. And that takes care of Special Stage 1. But now we are in Act 2, the Sunken Ruins of Sylvania Castle Zone. And there was something else I was going to mention because of that special stage, and now I completely forgot. Oh well. It'll probably come back to me, and if it does, I'll just mention it later. But as of right now, we are in Act 2, and I will say not all of these special stages that you see in front of you were done in one take, especially with Special Stage 7. But I am just going through each. Okay. I remember who I was going to mention. The way the episodes are going to go through in this episode is that each individual zone will have its separate episode. So Sylvania Castle will be its own episode. White Park will be its own episode. Oil Deserts. And let's see. Sky Fortress. And of course the Death Egg Mark II. But we weren't supposed to know that. And technically it's not the... if I can put on my Sonic glasses here for a second. It's not technically the Mark II because Sonic the Fighters had it first in 1996. But that is just a fighting game. Sonic the Fighters, or Sonic Championships known in Japan. But that had the Death Egg Mark II, but that's not really considered canon. Or at least I don't think it is. And uh-oh, starting to drown. Not really. And you have these... kind of like these, not Easter Island heads, but they do make an appearance from Marble Garden Zone. Kind of fitting for a marble themed forest or something of this sort, aquatic ruin. Using the bubbles for leverage, grab the 10 ring monitor, up to 93 rings now. Go. Wait a second. Tails! Tails, I need you for a second, buddy. Second ability is the Tails Submarine. And this is unlimited. You can actually keep pushing the button underwater to just fly around or just move around with Tails acting as a submarine. When Tails is in flight, however, you can only push the A button 7 times before he gets tired, so make sure to time it properly. And that takes care of Act 2 with Special Stage 2 on the horizon. Enjoy. Moonlight Realm, Sylvania Castle Zone, Act 3, as we obtained our second Fruit Gusher, aka the Chaos Emeralds. I do not like the design of the Chaos Emeralds in this game. Very basic in design, and they do look like Fruit Gushers, which are delicious, by the way. If you ever had Fruit Gushers, I don't know if you ever had them before. I mean, I know I had them a few times. I haven't had them in quite some time. I'm kind of more of a Skittles Starburst man myself, personally speaking, but, you know, to each their own. And we have ourselves a super special 69 attack, which is what everyone thought when they first played this game, like, what the fuck are those two doing? Which is fitting, because what the fuck, you know, you literally, never mind. But yeah, this power up here, I have a bit of a brain fart in this area as well, but that rolling attack, very useful for gaining speed and for making sure that you want to get past the level on the whim, or you want to make some progress. You use that special 69 attack. You are basically invincible while you are in the rolling animation. So, there we go. There we go. And of course, Sonic can use his homing attack to perform some special tricks, which I've got. Sonic, get up there, thank you. Which he can get up there. And honestly, very underutilized mechanic of the game, because bam. As you guys see it, another set coming up here. Whoa. Just fly up, it'll be alright. I love Sylvania Castle's soundtrack. You saw that section right there? Saw that innovation of Sonic's abilities? Guess what? You're not going to see anything like that for the rest of the game. Again, very underutilized mechanic for the homing attack. Basically, you can say that for Sonic 4 in a nutshell. Really, very underutilized. Basically a cop-out, a cash grab of sorts. Because if you remember, this wasn't originally supposed to be Sonic 4. This was supposed to be a different game. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember back in the days. And by that, I mean probably like 8 years ago or so. There was talks of a Sonic 4 being titled like Sonic World Adventure or something like that, or a 2D adventure of it, or excuse me, no, that's probably Unleashed in Japan, but something like that, Sonic World, something of that sort. But apparently, how the story goes is that the executives were like, well, let's just slap Sonic 4 on it, and it'll sell like hotcakes, and it sold. I mean, can't say it didn't sell, but you can tell that they were banking on nostalgia a little too much, and kind of, I wouldn't say half-assing it, but it sort of feels that way. At least with episode 2, it feels like they put more effort into it, especially with the design of the levels and such, but there's still quite a few misses with this one, but definitely way better than episode 1 for sure. And as I finish off that little rant, we complete Sylvania Castle Zone Act 3 with Special Stage 3 on the horizon. We have another free guy, of course, because it's very easy to obtain free guys in this game. Just get more than 10,000 points total. Enjoy Special Stage 3, which actually took me 2 takes, not 1, but you only see the 1 here. We've obtained a Fruit Gusher, and oh boy, dueling Eggman's new creation. It's boss time, folks. And I hope you love the pinch music from episode 1, because guess what Robotnik's team is? Oh no, Eggman's on his bullshit again. Wait. Fooled you. That is one hell of a creation for an Eggman boss fight. I'll tell you that right now. Matter of fact, I can't recall, at least in the classic Sonic games, of a boss this elaborate looking. 2 shots. 8 shots per normal. You know how this works, folks. If you played the Sonic game before, especially a classic Sonic, you know how this works. Use use your tag ability, Copter, 4 shots in. Now there's 4 tentacles. This motherfucker is serious. Also, I'm pretty sure I probably hit this dude more than 8 times. Robotnik, why are you choking yourself for? Don't do it. It's not worth it. Uh-oh. If you let him do this attack, it is a laser that goes from left to right, right to left, or depending on the direction, but it's unavoidable unless you use your Copter, and he goes from bottom. Well, never mind. He's down. Until the next episode for White Park Zone, dude, like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have yourselves a fantabulous day. Love, peace, and chicken grease to all, and to all a good night.